Welcome to your December 2021 release highlights. Today we'll be covering updates to generally available features, GA enhancements, and early access features. Let's begin with generally available features. Provisioning to Office 365 now requires admin consent for Microsoft Graph API. Admins are now required to grant consent for Okta to call Microsoft Graph API to enable provisioning features for Office 365 app instances. This change prepares Okta to migrate provisioning operations to Microsoft Graph API in 2022, which will improve performance and reliability for Office 365 provisioning operations. It also enhances security for Okta customers by limiting Okta's permissions in the customer's Azure Active Directory to only those operations which are required for provisioning. Okta customers who previously configured provisioning to Office 365 are required to grant admin consent in order to make any changes to their existing provisioning settings. When creating app sign-on policy rules to manage access to Office 365 apps, you can now specify client types such as web browser, modern auth, or Exchange Active Sync. This allows you to apply Office 365 sign-on policies to granular use cases. Branding is now available in the Admin Console. This UI release provides admins and developers with an Admin Console UI to upload brand assets to customize their Okta-hosted pages. The Customizations tab in the Admin Console is also now moved to a top-level menu item in the left-hand navigation, and branding-related controls have all been moved underneath it. The Settings Appearance tab has also been removed, and functionality moved under the Customizations tab for ease of use. The toggle that allowed super admins to switch between the admin experience redesign and the old experience has been removed. All Okta admins now benefit from our restyled Okta admin dashboard, responsive navigation sidebar, and modern look and feel. If you would like to revert to the old experience, you can contact Okta support until April 2022. The upload logo for org endpoint is deprecated. Use the following upload theme logo endpoint instead. Admins can now upgrade to the latest version of our Salesforce Federated ID integration. OAuth provides enhanced security and is now used for provisioning and imports authentication. This feature is currently available for new orgs only. Okta MFA Credential Provider for Windows, version 1.3.5, includes security enhancements and internal fixes. Okta On-Prem MFA Agent version 1.4.6 includes updates for certain security vulnerabilities. Okta Radius Server Agent version 2.17.0 includes updates for certain security vulnerabilities. Let's move on to GA enhancements. Now, on the Get Started with Okta page, several heading and button labels provide more accurate and helpful text. For example, Select MFA Factors is now Select Authenticators. Select the MFA factors you'd like your organization to use is now Select the authenticators you'd like your organization to use. And finally, Enable Factors button is now labeled Enable Authenticators. For compatibility purposes, orgs can now disable device binding. Device binding ensures that state tokens are used only by the actor who initiated the authentication flow. An error message now appears on the Sign-In widget if an end user needs to open their laptop lid to use biometrics. And finally, let's discuss early access features. End users now have an improved app settings panel in the Okta End User dashboard, allowing for better password management, clearer communication on app configurations, and for end users to launch an app from the app drawer. Now when you customize an Okta URL domain, your Okta-hosted pages are branded with your own URL. Okta-managed certificates automatically renew through a Let's Encrypt integration, a free certificate authority. Okta-managed certificate renewals lower customer developer maintenance costs and reduce the high risk of a site outage when certificates expire. And that's your December 2021 release highlights.